like to start this video off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Should you choose to invest in Bitcoin or any other asset, do your own research or seek the advice of an actual financial advisor. Now, I haven't been making much content recently. Well, none at all for like the past couple of weeks, because nothing's changed. Bitcoin's been range bound, and I don't see a point in making repetitive content, saying the same thing in literally every video. So, trying to hold off until Bitcoin actually does something. But I gotta make at least one appearance or two, so people don't think I have like died or shut this channel down or anything like that. So, yeah, until Bitcoin breaks 10,500 or 8,600. It's range bound. It's going to be range bound until either one of two of those levels break. Bitcoin needs to break $10,500 to confirm that this bull cycle has in fact started in the eyes of most analysts. So that's the level to watch. I mean, yeah, I know it's pretty fucking boring. Bitcoin's been more stable than most 21st century relationships, but hey, what can you do? It's a good time to accumulate. But in the meantime, just remember, Bitcoin has a tendency to take money from the impatient and give it to the patient. So have patience. Okay, so I gotta add something to this video before I go. Since Bitcoin has been trading sideways for the past 2 months, it seems to have fired off an altcoin season, which that does tend to happen when Bitcoin does trade sideways. Altcoins can sometimes pump, and sometimes excessively. This is a time that FOMO starts to take hold of people. So if you are in this market and you are feeling the FOMO, try to fight it. Do not buy an asset just because its price is going up. Buy an asset because you've done enough research to see that the asset has the potential to go somewhere. Buy an asset because it has the potential to change the world, or there's at least something in it. Buy an asset because it has actual value. But most importantly, because you've done enough research to see that it has value. Do not buy an asset because some guy on TikTok told you to pump this shit to the moon. What was that? Dogecoin. Yeah. I mean, for those of you who were holding Dogecoin before this happened, yeah, congratulations, you probably benefited from this. But for those of you who are buying it because someone on TikTok told you to do so, that wasn't necessarily a good idea. And if you're still holding it, you're probably going to get wrecked. But that's besides the point. Keep your emotions under control. Do not come into this market without a plan. If you don't have a plan, that's a good way to get wrecked also. Always have a strategy. Whether it's something complicated to something simple, like dollar cost averaging. That's a strategy. Just for Bitcoin, that seems to be the most viable strategy, because Bitcoin, like I said earlier, tends to take money from the impatient and give it to the patient. I'm sure you've heard this I'm sure you have heard other people say the same thing, and it's true. The longer you hold Bitcoin, the more likely you're going to make money off of it. So that's why personally I'm buying and holding for the long term. Now, what else do I have to say? I'm also buying altcoins and holding them for the long term too, at least throughout this cycle. But I'm buying the ones that I've actually done research, and I'm not just buying them because they're having massive gains. But the most important, if there's anything you get out of this video, it's have a plan. Do not let your emotions control your actions. Only let logic dictate your moves. Logic can save your ass in these circumstances. So, I think with that, yeah, this chart behind me, that's a good example, long term. If you bought Bitcoin back in 2015, you'd be up pretty far right now. And buying right now, you will likely benefit in the next couple of years. I mean, this is based on the stock to flow model that you've all seen and heard. I'm sure you've seen it somewhere, but Bitcoin's stock to flow model is based on its supply. Its supply gets cut its inbound supply gets cut every 4 years. Its inflation rate gets cut every 4 years. And so as long by theory, If the supply gets cut and the demand stays the same, the price should rise. I mean, it's logical enough. But besides that, Bitcoin's fundamentals have been going up ever since its creation, and I believe it's going to continue to grow, and that's why I'm investing in it. So, with that, that is all I have for you guys today. I will see you all next time.